Hello everybody, Navy vet in the gun room, reloading room. I have been having issues with COVID. I'm getting towards the end of it. And I thought today I would talk to you about what's going on. Well, I've been out in the woods deer hunting. I got my deer face on. And I've seen a few nice deer out there, but it was archery season when I was out. And there was nothing that was close enough to shoot or was too small to shoot. Seen several bucks on my trail cam, but they were all running at night. And then just as gun season comes in, my wife and I get COVID. Wonderful. So today, I'm working on some reloads for my Tisas. And I don't know if you can see it now because my camera is not showing up. I'm using my GoPro, and I have my remote set up on my phone, and it's not showing me how that works. Maybe I can get back here. It's not really showing me anything. But I'm working on reloads for my Tisas. I know you guys have seen this before. This is a basic model 1911 A1 Service Special by Tisas. And I didn't particularly like the way it felt coming out of the box, and I have long fingers, and so I had some modifications made. As you've seen in other videos, I had a new grip put on it, and some little hand grips there I really like. I had an extended trigger put on it, and then I have the fiber optic sights, and so I can't really read it. Oh boy. The fiber optic sights really help a lot, especially in low light conditions. They have adjustments for elevation and windage, and they really made this firearm much more effective for me. My only problem with this gun is I am not real strong in the wrist, and this gun has quite a bit of recoil, but I absolutely love shooting it, and it's easy to reload for. Buds has them now, and they have had them. I got this on the holiday special several years back, and I've enjoyed it a lot since I did the modifications. The best load I found, I've tried cast loads, and they work until the barrel starts to lead, and then accuracy seems to fall off. But I did find that Barry's bullets really work well. This is a 452 thousandths diameter round nose bullet. It weighs in at 230 grains, and I've weighed a few, and they're pretty close to each other in weight. I'm really impressed with this. They're a copper plated bullet, and they work very well. So my load, and you know, a lot of people like to use the same head stamps, but I don't really care because I'm just shooting paper, and I use mixed head stamps. I pick up range brass and clean it, and it works really well. And then I have an old Lee turret press. It's a 4-hole turret. The one thing on the Lee turret is this handle, all this broke. So I just made something that's been a little more permanent. And then I used a piece of bungee cord as a spring return. It works pretty good. Cheap and dirty. And then I have my rock chucker here that I've just been using for priming for this 9mm setup, so I don't have to turn this and the primer. The primer on this is the other issue with the Lee. This piece right here broke, and every time you bring the ram down or up, this would want to fall out. So rather than fight with that all day long, I just use my rock chucker to prime and then put it in my Lee turret press and do the powder. And so I've got my through the die powder thing, and I've got a light load here for some reason that didn't want to finish. So something going on here. 0 dispense. I have a Hornady powder measure that I use. I've had it for quite a while, and I want to say something interesting. These things have a tendency to overcharge. So what I did was I took an ink pen and I cut the end of the ink pen off where this tip threads in, and just screwed it in there, and then put the tip of the ink pen on there. And now I can run this faster, and I get rarely do I get an overcharge. And it works really well. So that's cool. And I can't tell if this thing's recording or not. So I'll have to go back and check it in a minute. So I'm using accurate number 2 at 4.7 grains. And if you look in my previous videos on this, you'll see it shoots really well. And then once that's flared a little bit, then I'm just lining this bullet up just by eye, and then I just kind of ease it so that it aligns pretty good, and then bring it down, and I get a nice bullet. I really like that Berry's bullet, and this accurate number 2 at 4.7 grains seems to work really well. So that's what I'm doing today. I also did some reloading for my Swedish Mauser, and that gun is amazing. Absolutely love shooting that gun. And my Spanish Civil Guard Mauser, which I find to be a relatively accurate firearm with the right bullet. So those are the things I've been doing just to get over my COVID. I've got another project I'm working on. I talked to Norm Sutton about it. This gun here is a real pain in my hind end. It's a Swiss Vetterli Cadet. And although I've got it shooting, it had some issues. I needed to make a new firing pin for this because it's converted to center fire. But I'm working on trying to get a better load for this. I know this thing's capable of shooting a lot better than it does with the crappy bullets I was using. So this is another project I'm working on. And I got several other things in the works too. I got an old BM59 kit I've had for a while, and I'm finally getting to work on that. And I'm kind of excited about that as well. But it's the day before Thanksgiving, and I've got some stuff on the smoker for tomorrow. My wife and I will be eating at home, obviously. And I want to wish you all a happy holiday, and thanks for watching. Talk to you later.